Mastering Mancala, a Python implementation. Introduction. Using Mancala, Python library. Customizing the game. Playing the game. Advanced features. Conclusion. Welcome to the world of Mancala game programming in Python. In this presentation, we will introduce you to building a Mancala game in Python and why it is recommended to use a library like Mancala, Python. With its easy-to-use functions and pre-built game logic, this library can save you hours of coding and debugging time. Let's dive into the exciting world of Mancala game programming. To use the Mancala Python library to create a Mancala game in Python, you first need to install the library. This can be done using pip by running the command pip install Mancala Python. Once the library is installed, you can import it into your Python code and start creating the game. The library provides a class called game, which has methods to initialize the game, make moves, switch players, and check for a winner. You can customize the game by setting the number of stones per pit and the number of stones per pit and the number of pits using the constructor arguments. Here's a sample code to create a Mancala game with 4 stones per pit and 6 pits per player. For Mancala, game import game stones pit 4, pits pit 4, pits per player L6. Overall, using the Mancala Python library makes it easy to create a Mancala game in Python with customizable options and simple implementation. To customize the Mancala game created using Mancala Python library, you can adjust the number of stones per pit and the number of pits. The default values are 4 stones per pit and 6 pits for each player, but you can change these values to create a different game experience. To change the number of stones per pit, simply pass the desired value as an argument when creating the board object. For example, to create a board with 3 stones per pit, you can use the following code, boardward stones per pit. You can use the following code, board stones p. Similarly, to change the number of pits, you can pass the desired value as an argument. Boardward Mancala, board man al tepits 8. Mancala is a 2-player strategy board game that has been played for centuries. The goal of the game is to capture more stones than your opponent by moving them around the board and into your Mancala, a large pit on each end of the board. To start the game, each player places 4 stones in each of their 6 pits. Players take turns picking up all the stones in one of their pits and distributing them counterclockwise, 1 stone per pit. If the last stone lands in your Mancala, you get to take another turn. If the last stone lands in an empty pit on your side of the board, you capture that stone and any stones in the opposite pit on your opponent's side of the board. The game ends when one player has no more stones on their side of the board. The player with the most stones in their Mancala wins. The Mancala Python library offers a wide range of advanced features that can take your Mancala game to the next level. One such feature is the ability to implement AI opponents, allowing you to play against the computer instead of just another human player. This can be a great way to challenge yourself and improve your skills, as well as adding an extra layer of complexity to the game. Another advanced feature of the Mancala Python library is the ability to add graphics to your game. This can make the game more visually appealing and engaging for players, as well as providing additional feedback and information about the game state. With the right graphics, you can create a truly immersive Mancala experience that will keep players coming back for more. In conclusion, using the Mancala Python library to create a Mancala game in Python has numerous benefits. First and foremost, it saves time and effort as the library provides pre-built functions for creating the game. Additionally, the library is well documented, making it easy to understand and use even for beginners. Finally, the library is highly customizable, allowing developers to experiment with different variations of the game. We encourage you to try building your own Mancala game using the Mancala Python library. Not only will it be a fun and engaging project, but it will also improve your programming skills. With the help of the library's functions, you can create a fully functional game in no time. So what are you waiting for? Start coding today!